Yo guys, I'm Yellow, the Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, and today we are gonna bop people in the head on Overpass and do our best with cutting edge precision, aside from the very sweet Mag 7 play I'm about to do right here, in which, yeah, this is pretty much the product of the enemy team being really fast paced. They're playing with a high level of tempo, and this assisted them in getting the plant, but they didn't cover their flank, so I just went in there and got almost equally as much money as they got, to a certain degree at least. But the trait of playing this game with a higher speed and playing with your teammates and having a system towards in which your point is to try and dominate the map and take key positions, this entire thing, it's slightly new to CSGO, not so much anymore, but it's incredibly valuable to point out and to take note of if you ever want to play this game at somewhat of a higher level. Now there's a cutoff point though, I want to mention this, and the on the rank tree per se, it lands at around like, not really Supreme, maybe like Legendary Eagle Master, around that rank. That is when people will start to ramp up the speed incredibly much so when they are playing this game. And the best example, and the best uses, and why this is being done, you can, for example, see here on Overpass if you're playing as terrorist side. If you can take over the underground area, and preferably maybe also the short section for B, so that you can boost up on the railing, and you can maybe pick people off, or at least throw good either fakes, or rotations, or like, like, essentially, getting there with your entire team. Like, you're opening up so many possibilities. You have a lot more freedom, and that's aside from just being able to create the raw opportunities altogether. Like, that as a concept and as a theme, it's not super old within CSGO, and teams like Luminosity in the past, which they're now called SK, the Brazilians, they actually kind of sort of revolutionized this a little bit more within the professional section of CSGO as well, considering they put in a lot of, I guess you could say, scientific effort into exactly where you should do this, depending on time, place, and map, and versus also specific teams in which, well, it's the same concept on a much higher level. It truly does cripple the enemy team if you know what you're doing, which is why it's also very prevalent to do, for example, on CT side, 2 or maybe at best 3 people going over to take some sort of a position, thus denying said enemy team the exact advantages I mentioned earlier, thus meaning that if you have the skills to back this kind of play up, and if you play with your teammates properly, and if you, for example, are the guy that is covering the flank while everybody else gets to a specific position, you can get a lot of benefit just from not just practicing the game, I guess, but playing in synchronization with your teammates, having a specific goal, at least about taking some sort of position on the map, and from that point onwards, it's really about what you're able to make out with your skill, even though, again, skill here is something that you gotta have throughout the entire ordeal. But what I almost forgot to say earlier here, though, by the way, is that this won't really occur at too much of the lower ranks, but if it does, you will probably, in many scenarios, just annihilate the enemy team, which is why I would recommend to preferably only do this with buddies that are on the same page as you when it comes down to having a plan, knowing what to do, or maybe just so, yeah, maybe they just need to be so flexible they can swap up the plans as well, because this allows for so many more opportunities playing CSGO just by the fundamentals of taking a position almost regardless of your skill. And that's aside from other benefits like getting return kills done, getting information, or maybe just executing whatever the hell you want on a whim, adapting to the enemy team. In which, go figure, playing at a higher level of tempo, or higher level of speed, rushing around with your teammates, well, you require some sort of level of skill, and that will take a lot of time getting practiced into your being. Believe me when I tell you that when you get up to like Lem rank and around there, this game is completely different. It's a lot more fast-paced. There's a lot more awesome action-type stuff happening, in which I would recommend you guys to keep on grinding. Eventually you'll get there and you'll probably love it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you learned something. If you did not, here are 2 videos that might do just that, considering many people know a lot about CS nowadays, in which if you want to support this lovely YouTube channel, I would recommend you guys to become a Patreon. There are a lot of rewards there at different levels, in which at the lowest one you even get access to the little Discord server thingamajig we got going on. You get to talk to me, and you even get a chance to play with me whenever I do live stream, so I would recommend you guys to support the channel through that. Or you can just follow me on Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, so you get to hang out whenever I do stream or upload a new video. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.